so aye, up yours, Scott.
I get the vibe that you're distant. There's something about you that's different.
So welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm on Carrot Hill this time, just a couple of miles from my house, so it's not too far, and I'm chasing one shot. It's about 3:30, it's about an hour till the sun goes down. I'm chasing this one shot of the Sidlaw Hills, the Craigowl Hill, and this tree with the heather all around it in the foreground. So that's what I'm planning on getting, but it's so busy, so many folk cutting about, taking advantage of their walking time, their leisure time, their fitness time. So I'm trying to sneak vlogs in between. Try not to embarrass myself with people, because there's people every 2 minutes. So a wee bit different. I usually have a few bits of intro shot of me walking about, but I'm not going to get that today because there's too many people cutting about, and it's a lot of heather kicking about here. So I can see the shot I'm wanting. I've already been to the top of the hill and I've took a few really decent shots of there, of Craigowl Hill and over towards Dundee as well. So I'll let you see them later on in the video, but this is the shot I'm after, the tree and Craigowl Hill in the background. So we'll see how it goes. I'll go and set up. I'm in amongst the heather just now. I'm a bit trackled with it, to be honest, but we'll see how we get on, and I think I might get a decent sunset with this tree. I've got an hour, maybe just less than an hour, to kind of get my composition sorted and figure out if I need to move forward or backwards, because there's a wee bit of a ridge behind this hill and it's kind of obscuring that Craigowl Hill a wee bit. But we'll try and we'll see, and it's all about trial and error. Okay.
It happened again. I've stayed for too long and I woke up at your place again. And all this time we said this would end. Instead we completed that both of us needed more than a friend. Thought he'd be someone else, that it would take me a while. But right next to you now I'm sleeping, no rhyme or reason to that. If this is what love is, then it's worth the while. Can get
So that's my setup, my camera, and I've got a kind of composition that I'm looking at, that I'm liking. It's with my 55mm to my 200mm lens, and I have the tree just kind of like a main feature. It's a really striking image, a really striking posture of the tree just right in the front of the image, and I've got the oranges with the sun hitting off the heather along the bottom, and I've got Craigowl Hill or the Sidlaw Hills at the back. And it's the way the sun's hitting it just now. The sun's making it look just really good. The sun's kind of kissing all the left hand side as we're looking at it, and I'm hoping that the colours and everything start to change within the next hour, but we never know, we'll see. It's looking good. We've got good cloud cover, nice high clouds as well. So, but I've also, I kind of don't use filters, but I went and bought myself a new polarizer filter, and it just seems to be, I'm liking it. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking it. It's something that I'm always dubious about using as filters. I try and keep it as natural as I can. Somebody's dog's running wild just now, you might hear the whistle. And I usually don't, there's always a kind of rule I had by myself. I didn't like using filters at all, unless I really had to. But I've been watching a lot of videos on it, and a lot of the benefits of having it, and the disadvantages of having filters, and the benefits seem to outweigh the disadvantages. So I'm going to try. I've went and bought myself a KF Concept polarizer filter. It was just, it's not a dear one, it's just a cheap one off of Amazon. I'll try and stick the link underneath the video, and it just really does bring up the colours. It really just makes everything a bit more pronounced, and I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm kind of eating my own words here, because I usually said that I wouldn't use filters, but I'm liking this. I was at the top of the hill, right up at the top, and it was so busy. There's so many folk walking up and down. I couldn't really get to vlog the embarrassment factor of speaking to myself, but because I was kind of right at the meeting point where everybody is at the top of the hill, and there's a little stone monument there. You'll see it on some of the footage I've got. There's a wee kind of stone monument just to say you're at the top of Carrot Hill, and there's that many folks. Like every 2 minutes when I tried to go and take a bit of footage, it just wasn't happening, because there was another group of folk, and then they would disappear, and then there was another group of folk. So so I've come down here a bit. It's a bit more quieter. I'm in amongst the heather, and this tree is just striking an image. It's just standing, and it's like a perfect shape. It's just bonny, you know what I mean? So that's my plan, and I'm going to sit and thinking about with this. I'm here till sunset. Sunset's about 4:30, which is about, what's the time now? The time now is 3:45, so I've got 45 minutes to kind of play a bit with, so that's what I'm going to do.
else, but it would take me a while. But right next to you now, I'm sleeping. No rhyme or reason to that. If this is what love is, then it's what
Sun's just lighting up this whole scene. It's brilliant, it's stunning. I want to change to my wide angle lens, but every time I go to change it, the sun is just kissing all this heather, and it's really glowing orange on my picture. And then the side of the hills, you can't really see it here, but at the side of the hill over there, at Craig Hill way over in the distance, the snow on the top is just getting coloured yellow. And I'm hoping this turns to like a pinky magenta kind of colour later on, because it really is bonny. So I'm shooting just now at 1/40th of a second at f5.6, ISO 100, and I'm sitting at roughly about 55mm. I'm just about right on the cusp to get this to fit in. And I'll let you see that picture just now, like now on the video. So.
Stay for a while, and I'll be here when you're back again.
I met my cousin on the way. Well, when I do these videos, I try and think of stuff when I'm driving, you know, to add to the effect. So it's not just taking photos; it's a bit more fun, and you can have a bit of a laugh with it. So when I'm driving here or walking to the destinations, I try and think of wee kind of funny quips and jokes and things like that to try and make you all laugh. And I thought the only thing I could think of, because it was up Carrot Hill, and a lot of folk like to think that I've got ginger hair, but I don't. It's just my chin is ginger, and it doesn't bother me at all, to be honest. But the only joke I could think of being on top of Carrot Hill when there's no carrots is that I was going to be the only carrot on the hill because of my ginger hair. Now, I met my cousin Scott and his missus and their bairns they were on their way up as well, and then he shouts over to me as I was raking about for my SIM card that I lost, my SD card, which I found, by the way, Scott. I found it. It was down underneath my welly boot, but he goes, he shouts over, "You're the only carrot on Carrot Hill." Like, it's my only joke, and you went and used it, and now you'll be thinking I'm going to use it because you said it, but I was thinking about it anyway, so aye, up yours, Scott. So I've taken a couple of photos with my 55mm to 100mm lens, 200mm lens, and I'm going to swap it to my wide angle lens because I want to get the whole kind of scenery, the whole blue of the background with the white of the snow, and that tree is the main feature. But I'm still dubious whether to put that tree right in the middle. I don't like things being right in the middle on my pictures and on my images, but there's just something telling me to put it right in the middle, and I don't know. We'll change lenses anyway. And so I've changed to my 15 to 45mm lens. I've put my 15 to 45mm lens on just because it gives me more of a wide angle. And without even touching it, the settings that was already on from my last lens, I've got a polarizer on this one as well, which I'm loving, by the way. I think that's me converted to a filter kind of guy. But I don't even have to do nothing. The sky's that bonny in the background, the tree's just offset. It's 100th of a second, f5.6 and ISO 100. And that's just an instant pic. I didn't even have to do nothing. It was just there, and I love it. Here comes some more gadgets, look. I'll be like, look at that idiot in the heather speaking to himself. But I'm the one getting all the good photos, so who's the idiot? I have to say, my view on these filters definitely changed, so I can see a collection starting. It's like, once you've had, you know the old saying, once you've had filters you never go back. So the colours in that sky, I get spoiled. I've took a lot of photos of this. Took a lot of photos of this Craigowl hill because I can see it from the front door. And just there's no heather there and trees and stuff like that, but to come up here and get a closer vantage point of it and get all these colours, it's really a treat. And I'm lucky where I stay because it's just stunning. It's just as soon as I go to the front door I see this kind of landscape, and I could sit there and take different photos of Craigowl hill every night. It's just bonny, and I'm quite lucky that way. But coming up here and seeing this and having all these other effects and mingling with the people that are walking past, it really does put the whole adventure of doing photography out and about, especially at a kind of popular place. You get to meet people, you get to speak to people, and it really is invigorating, and they ask about all the things that you're doing, and they really get taken in by a drone. Some people don't like the drone, but the majority of folks, they really get taken in by it, and it's a good interaction at a safe distance. I love it. Brilliant. Great fun.
So wonder why
might be time to think about going home. It really is a bit chilly, but it's a kind of a wee short video this week. Just a quick out and about. I've got a lot more footage, so maybe a lot more drone footage this time. Just to let you see this area and the surrounding landscapes. The drone really does help, so that's a good addition to that artillery that I've got at GTC Photography. So if you're still enjoying these videos, I hope you like this one. It's just a wee one, just a wee short one. As I say, it was that busy, I couldn't really get much speaking done, but if you're enjoying it, then hit the subscribe button. If you're returning and still enjoying it as well, just hit the like button, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video, wherever that'll be. I'll go and puddle about here and then head home. But take it easy guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. And Scott, stop stealing my jokes.